Hi friends, welcome back to Rambling Ruth. I'm so frustrated because I tried to record and upload this video 4 times yesterday. I finally gave up. It was starting to feel like the universe was conspiring against me, which doesn't exactly help my feeling that every single time I finish a recording, I think to myself, well, that's it. I don't have another one in me. This is hard. I struggle to come up with ideas. This just doesn't come easy or naturally to me. And I often wonder, how the heck do influencers or big YouTubers always have fresh content? I mean, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here every week. I don't know, maybe I could do a video where we just sit and meditate. No, I'm not very good at that either. Is it just me, or do you ever just hit a wall where you feel like your brain is completely empty? Not one single idea, whether it's to do with that giant pile of felt scraps or what to make for dinner. That's definitely a recurring theme in my life. However, a couple of days ago, an idea just fell into my lap. I happened to overhear a phone conversation between a coworker and their college-age daughter. Let's just say it wasn't a lighthearted, how's your day going kind of chat. It was tense. The kind of conversation that makes you wonder if you should move to the other side of the building while wondering, why the heck don't they close their door? One of those uncomfortable cringe moments. I won't bore you with the details, but it was clear they were still exerting their parental authority, even though their daughter is technically an adult. The tone was sharp and clipped, and every word sounded like it was underlined 3 times in bold. There was no middle name usage, though, which is how I tend to determine the seriousness of the situation. And I wish I could say this was a one-off with this coworker. Yeah, not so much. Anyway, it got me to thinking, do we ever stop being parents? I mean, even as our kids get older, do we still find ourselves questioning the things they do? Why the heck are you doing that? Wait, you did what? I mean, shouldn't they know better by now? If you've done your job, they should. If you've got adult kids, do you still catch yourself slipping into mom or parent mode with them? I mean, it's like a train wreck in slow motion. You can feel the words building in your head and you're screaming to yourself, stop, don't do it. Nothing good can come of this. Yeah, but you do it anyway, right? That's the way of the world. In a recent video, I mentioned that some of my family members still see me the way I was as a kid, irresponsible, flighty, a little scatterbrained, and maybe they're not totally wrong. But it reminded me that maybe the truth is we never stop reacting to our kids, even when they're in their 30s, 40s, or older, the way we did when they were teenagers. And when we become grandparents, yeah, all bets are off. The second guessing goes into overdrive big time. Johnny feels warm. Where's your thermometer? That cough sounds serious to me. I think it's more than allergies. Maybe you should check with the doctor. And then, of course, there's the whole dramatic hand on the forehead check. As if you're proving your medical expertise to your adult children. Isn't it a miracle how our hands can diagnose anything from a fever to strep throat, maybe even the plague? To all the grandparents out there, do you ever get the look from your kids when you start fussing over the grandkids? I'd like to think I never did that, but, revisionist history is alive and well. I can assure you, though, if I had, my daughter would have reacted very defensively, and rightly so, and my son would have instantly called me out, and again, rightly so. Luckily, though, my own mother wasn't like that with me. If anything, I was the parent in our relationship. I'd ask her advice here and there, like the time my daughter smacked her brother upside the head with a baseball bat. Yeah, that's true. True story. He's fine, by the way, and any questionable behavior he exhibits now can be blamed on the bat. Anyway, I don't remember my mother ever offering unsolicited parental advice. And consider yourself lucky if your parents left the parenting to you. Recently, my oldest grandson, who's in his mid-20s now, but to me, he's still that 8-year-old riding his bike like a maniac in the school parking lot doing wheelies and scraping up his elbows and knees. So when he traveled out of the country recently, I just couldn't help myself. Don't forget your passport, and for God's sakes, don't lose it. Keep everything hidden. Don't let anything available for anyone to steal. Don't talk to strangers. Okay, seriously, that one's just stupid. I mean, obviously he's going to a foreign country and everyone's a stranger. But the point is, I was treating him like a child. And I'm sure he was rolling his eyes so hard he could see the back of his brain. If the situation was reversed, I know I would be too. And honestly, I'm pretty sure our kids and grandkids hate it when we do that. Nobody wants to be treated like a child when they're an adult. Continuing on the grandparent track, offering unsolicited advice might not be our only flaw. Speaking for myself, there's a slight possibility, only slight, I might overindulge my youngest grandson. I mean, come on, he's the last. No more babies. So as far as I'm concerned, moderation doesn't apply here. And let me be clear, there's absolutely no spoiling going on here. I'm purely sticking to the grandparent code of ethics by enhancing his grandma experience to the best of my ability. And Henry, wait till you see your Halloween haul! It's epic, dude. Butting in, spoiling, generally just being you, does raise the question, though, how do we know when we're being overbearing? Do we wait for someone to call us out? Do we have any self-awareness, or has that completely flown out the window? Sometimes I think it's just in our DNA. So doesn't that entitle us to a free pass? Yeah, probably not. It's kind of sad though, but I'm even like this at work. I catch myself slipping into office mom mode, offering unsolicited and solicited advice like it was my job, which it's not. I once told a boss who was forever bemoaning her highly dysfunctional family that she could always just say no. Let's just say that didn't go over very well. I mean, how was I supposed to know she only wanted to vent? It's a fine line, people. Learn to read your audience. I've considered installing a number system outside my office like the DMV has. Now serving coworker number 5. Enter at your own risk. So, is there hope for those of us who just can't help it? Or when all is said and done, do we just accept the fact that parents never stop parenting and grandparents never stop spoiling? I'm okay with that. I mean, within reason, of course, always within reason. Though, if you ask my grandson, I've clearly exceeded reason. So let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or need some time to mull it over. Oh, and hey, guess what? I did have another video in me. And I'll worry about next week later. Right now, I'm off to have an iced coffee and enjoy a good book. Thanks for rambling along with me. If you're new here, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hit 100 subscribers. I mean, that's just a tiny goal. And as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll see you next time. Bye.